and welcome back. We have the next match, the third match of ZKB Sindh Premier League Season 1 between Karachi Ghazis and Mirpur Khas Tigers. Let's see what happens, but before that, I'd like to introduce two people who I have with me. Roshan Abutsinghe, who is a Sri Lankan international commentator. So welcome to the show, sir.
Well done with my name.
Thank you. And then I have with me Salman, but all Pakistanis know him. He's a Pakistani international cricketer, former cricketer. Thank you so much for being here with us again. These two commentators, of course, they know cricket the best. So let's go towards Roshan first and let's talk about the league. How are you liking the league? Welcome back to Pakistan. How is Sindh treating you?
Honestly, I'm impressed, very, very impressed. As we discussed before, this is so unique, you know, because normally leagues like this are organized by the board. So you have a region coming up and giving these guys the platform to come and perform, young cricketers. I mean, very impressed. I was talking to Salman a little while earlier, impressed with the talent, especially the fast bowlers that we see here. And we haven't seen all of Pakistan, we've just seen a little bit, and we've seen some young guys. So I feel there is immense talent. And I honestly feel that Pakistan has such a bank of talented cricketers that they can go a very long distance. And leagues like this will only provide those opportunities that they want, that they can showcase. So well done to the Sindh League.
Well done to the Sindh League. And like you talked about talent, when we talk about Pakistan, a lot of people talk about talent and a lot of people also talk about the pitches here. So let's go to Nick Compton and Salman Bhatt, who's here with us right now also, who just talked about the pitch. So here is the pitch report.
Idyllic conditions here for match 3, day 2. It's been a fantastic start to this year's SPL. We were playing on that pitch over there. We're now on pitch number 7. So we're right onto the left side of the ground here. A little bit of a prevailing wind. Not as much dew. That was the big talking point yesterday. And a man who knows all about the wicket here. A little bit of grass too, Salman Bhatt.
Yes, some grass and a different look from the day yesterday. And more compact, less cracks. And I think a bit more pace today. Good carry. And good for the batters and good for the faster man who just want to pitch his shot.
Well, the first innings of the previous match stayed a little bit low. It was quite slow, 130. I mean, the game changed quite drastically come the second innings. Do we expect that to keep going as the match progresses?
Yes, it happens this way. That's why the captains prefer to win the toss and bowl first, because it gets better as the day goes along, and that's what we have been seeing here.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about this grass. I mean, you can see here it's a little bit greener, and that's what Salman's talking about. I think as the dew comes or as it gets a bit lighter, the ball is going to skid on. So if you're a batsman and you're batting, I think there's also a nice prevailing wind. So you want to be looking to hit that boundary over there. We saw batsmen really targeting the short one.
Yeah.
So lick your lips, get in, there's more excitement coming.
From the pitch report, what we know is that the lights are on, but the dew is also on. So Salman, what are you saying? Is it going to be a fast pitch? What is the track looking like?
Well, there's some grass on the pitch tonight. It's more compact, and I'm expecting the ball to carry a bit quicker. And as a result, we can see more shots and big shots. And obviously, the dew isn't going to be around. It is not there tonight because of the wind blowing. So I think that is also a factor where bowlers would benefit and where the fielders might find it easier than the last night.
That's going to be one factor, but Karachi Ghazis have lost the previous match. So Roshan, what do you think? What's the momentum going to be like in their dressing room at the moment?
Just going back to that game yesterday, I always believe in T20 cricket, there are key moments that teams need to win. Key moments that will decide a game. If you take a test match, it could be a session. But when it comes to T20 cricket, it could be an over, it could be 2 overs, 2 balls, 3 balls. I felt Karachi, they won towards the end of that innings of Hyderabad, the last 4 overs. But they somehow lost a game that they were winning. You know, so they got to really go back and take a look at where they went wrong. I felt that in the middle, they were giving too many dot balls. So things like that. They're experienced. They should know. They have super coaches, super mentors. I think they should correct themselves.
When we talk about wins and losses, the toss plays a very crucial point as well, a very crucial role. So let's go to Ali Yunus and have the toss now.
Yes, match number 3 of ZKB Sindh Premier League, and we're all set for the toss. Mirpur Tigers taking on Karachi Ghazis. It's going to be Sabzada Farhan to flip the coin.
Tails.
Tails is the call.
And it is tail.
Tails it is. Umar Amin has won the toss.
Bowling.
Umar, what are you going to do and why?
We're going to bowl first.
Why do you think it's the good decision on this pitch?
I think the conditions are quite dry, and with a bit of wind blowing across, I think we'll get the new ball to swing a bit.
Have you seen the games in the previous 2 games? What do you make of these conditions?
Well, yesterday I think it was there was a lot of dew, and today I think the conditions were quite dry, so you can't actually compare them and can't actually make a concrete statement about the conditions. Every day is a new day, and the conditions keep changing.
I'm not going to ask you about the playing 11, but any big stars playing from your side?
Yes, we've got Umar Akmal, Asif Ali, Hasibullah, Danish Aziz. So we've got a pretty balanced side.
That's a huge side. All the best, Umar Ali.
Thank you very much.
Sabzada Farhan, not lucky with the toss. Had you won, what would you have done?
And before the toss, I told to Umar bhai, we are batting first. So as we like, we
You were
bat
mentally
first.
prepared for that?
Yeah, we already prepared.
What have you learned from the previous game that you lost yesterday?
Yesterday, I told you, as a senior player, we didn't play good cricket. We want to finish the match. Today, we want to try this.
Any changes in the team?
No, we're going to same side.
Right, all the best,
Thank you.
Farhan. Right, the news from the toss is that Mirpur has won the toss and they will be bowling first.
So Karachi Ghazis are bowling first, and Salman, but what do you think? Because they're looking to chase. So what's the score looking like?
I think the key for Karachi team would be that the first 3 experienced batters, one of them definitely needs to bat through to help those youngsters who are going to follow. Because remember, 3 emerging cricketers playing in the 11, and 2 of them in Karachi team are batters. So the seniors have to look after those boys. You can't rely much on them with more pressure in the chase. So I think that would be the key.
Roshan, a lot of people are saying that because there are 3 emerging players so people are just playing with 8 players, and then there are 3 players who people don't really know of. Do you think this is a pro or a con of this league?
No, I think it's a pro. It's an obvious pro, because you're allowing young cricketers to emerge. But I agree with what he says. Don't throw them into the deep end straight away, because they'll not know to swim. I mean, if they sink, you lose them. So just nurse them. They're youngsters. You've got to nurse them and take them through. And it's a massive pro. I mean, just imagine these emerging guys in the, performing here in front of television, playing before 3rd umpires and a decent crowd and good competition. That's all you want. And then you find out who the real article is, who the real quality is. So this is a big moment for them. It's a massive pro.
Salman, coming back to you, because you've been in this circuit for quite a long time, how much do you think the head coaches play a part in franchise leagues? Because we are seeing some very big names here. We're talking about Misbah-ul-Haq, we're talking about Moin Khan leading Mirpur Khas Tigers. So how much of a role do these guys have really in franchise?
Well, it's more of an influencer kind of a thing, because any advice coming from these guys, it hits you that much more harder and appropriately, rather than hearing from somebody who hasn't been there, done that. So these are the guys every child knows. And obviously, like he wonderfully put about the pro of playing 3 youngsters, and those youngsters in particular, definitely they get very good influence by people like Misbah or Mushibai or Moin Bhai. So they are their childhood heroes, and being around them helps them a lot and also gives them more confidence.
Right, and it also helps us when you guys join us in the pre-show. So thank you so much for being here with us. And we've talked lots about the match. Now it's time for action. So we'll go on a very short break. Stay tuned, because when we come back, we'll be there with live action.